So I've been a teacher for about almost 2 years now. And one thing that I've seen come up over and over time and time again with my students is how do I gain confidence, not just as a musician or an artist or a producer, but in general as a person. And the one thing that I've noticed that has helped them consistently across the board are these 2 points: the reason why you're not confident and how you can change whatever your issue is for your lack of confidence into confidence. So the most prevalent reason why you're not confident as an artist or as just a person in general is because you break promises that you keep to yourself. And I've seen evidence of this in my life too. I'm speaking from experience, and that's why I think I can speak on this. So, for example, we just passed the New Year's. Everybody had a resolution, or most people did. Everybody always picks one. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stay in the gym. I'm going to make a bunch of songs. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay, fine. The time comes and the time goes. Still haven't done your goal. So that was a promise, a goal, a resolution that you have for yourself that you didn't keep. Why does that relate to your confidence? Well, it means that even you don't believe the words that you say. So why would others? And it really boils down to just that. Why would anybody else trust that you'll pull through, that you'll be able to accomplish whatever you set out to? And it stings you below the heart, and it makes you act in ways that aligns with your lack of self-accountability. So the obvious answer is to act in self-accountability. Now, nobody's perfect. Nobody is going to keep all the promises that they ever make to themselves. If they do, then they're just straight capping, because that's not true. Like, we're all human. But the purpose of this is to find a way to continue to keep that consistency within yourself so that you are the solid rock amongst all of the other people around you. That's what makes you confident. That's why people that, they say, you have to be this tall with this amount of money, with this amount of success and this amount of power to be confident. That's why people that are 5'8", $50 in their pocket, like no status, no nothing, can walk around and ooze just this confidence. Whatever they say, they're going to get it done, right? That's the reason why. That's why people are so successful, is because they can compound on the things that they have promised themselves, whether big or small, and they know that they'll either pull through or adjust their goal accordingly so that they can succeed very soon. It's about building on small successes, right? I've never dropped an album in my life. So I'm not going to say I'm going to drop 13 albums this year. That's not going to happen, right? Like, I don't have the resources. I don't have the time. I don't have the bandwidth. It's not happening. But I can say, hey, I'm going to show up and make as many songs as possible. And by putting a number to that, like say 50, I'm going to make 50 songs this year. Okay, cool. How many songs have I ever done? About 50 or so, whether released or unreleased. Cool. That's way more attainable. Now, coming January 2025, if I look back and I haven't made that goal, then it'll definitely take a bite out of my confidence. And having done this process over and over again, it's way more prevalent that that's true. I'm gonna back this mic up real quick because I feel like it's getting plosive. So having gone through that process, it just makes it so much more true. And even with this video that you're watching right now, I am trying to, very selfishly, I'm giving this sauce. This is sauce, this game. I'm giving this game, but for me, it's me saying, hey, I said I was going to record a video today, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, even if I don't have a script. I'm in between coming from one thing and getting ready to go to another thing, but knowing, hey, I said I'm going to record some type of video today, something. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. And even if I don't end up posting this ever, my confidence is boosted just because I promised myself I would sit and talk to the camera so that I can improve this skill. Then that's what I tell my students too. It's like, hey, if you said that you're going to turn in this homework assignment, or you said that you were going to look up this artist, or you said that you were going to do this thing, don't do yourself a favor and do it, because that will make you so much more confident in yourself. It will boost the way you feel about yourself. What is the correlation? If it were my guess, it's you trust yourself. So when opposition comes, like let's say, hey, someone comes and tests you, like they check you. They're like, yeah, nah, you ain't gonna get that done, or you can't accomplish this. Like, let's say it's a familial thing. Nobody's in our family's ever done this. And then you say, watch me, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take care of our family. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And like, you ain't gonna do that. You've never seen it. That's because that person or that instance is going off of what they've seen, what they know, and what they understand. But if you've kept all the promises up until that point to yourself, like you've turned in things, you've committed to even the small things, like, man, I'm gonna do my laundry. Like, even this morning, I woke up, I was tired, I had to go to the gym, right? Okay, fine. I could have easily skipped the gym today. I could have easily said, you know what? I'm not gonna do my laundry. All of those things I could totally wait because I had time. I had plenty of time. If I had slept in, I would have slept nice, real well, whatever. But I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm going to make this promise to myself because I said Friday morning I'm going to the gym. Yeah, it's a Friday morning. I don't know when I'm going to post this, but by the time you're watching this, it'll be days, probably a week after or so. Who cares? I'm still recording the video. But I said to myself this morning, I'm going to go to the gym and start my laundry. That way, the future me, and this is a great, I love this concept. The future me will be grateful to the past me for getting these things done. Because if future me ain't got no laundry, come Monday morning, what's future me gonna wear? Then future me is gonna be mad at past me. Be like, yo, past me, why you let me down like this? Like, why did you play yourself, me, dirty? You know what I'm saying? And that lingers in your brain. When past you plays future you, like, it feels, you feel grimy, you feel mucky, you feel heavy. At least for me, I'll speak from my experience. I feel grimy. I feel mucky. I feel heavy. I feel like, man, if I can't keep the commitments I made to myself, when I start getting clients, when I start getting deals, when I start getting opportunities that only present themselves once in a lifetime, what will I do with them? And that leaks into proactive confidence too, not even just in the moment, that proactive confidence where you know that you could really dominate in an area of field, or if you locked in and honed in on your skill, you say, even if I did spend the time and invest in myself and do these things that I said I was going to do, it ain't going to come out to anything anyway. You know, like, you start telling yourself that because I'm going to mess it up, or I'm going to self-sabotage myself somehow, some way. It bleeds into all of the other things. But if you take the route where you say, all right, I've set this goal, I've set this promise to myself, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of this opportunity and do what I said I'm going to do, then the next opportunity is just that much easier to say, yeah, you know, I got it. Oh, no, I got it. Yeah, no problem. I'll be there, or I'll do that. I'll commit to this. I'll commit to that. It just gets easier and easier. And so my core advice is, if you make a promise, you better keep it, right? If it comes out your mouth, you better keep it. So watch what comes out your mouth. And be sure to make sure that the way you phrase your promise is something that you can attain, but it doesn't have to be like too easy. Like, oh, I'm gonna walk today or something like that. Well, that might be different considering, you know, not everybody has legs, but I'm going too deep into it. Whatever. Don't make it so simple that you begin to subconsciously look down upon your capacity to do things, right? Make it challenging. Make it something worth your while. Because even if you keep all the promises you ever make, but the promises you didn't want to make, that will also damage your self-confidence every single time. No doubt about it. Because you're living a life that's not you. You can't be confident in someone that's not you. It's not going to happen. You have to make the promises to yourself that feel and align with, no, not even feel, that positively align with who you are as a person. Like, you have to, and that's another layer that we can kind of unpack, but I feel like this is like the surface kind of dermatitis type thing. Dermatitis, is that the right word? It's the first layer of skin that you got to peel back, but then there's the other thing where knowing who you are as a person, right? Knowing who you want to be as a person, that will add to so much more of your self-confidence layer. Like, if you don't know who you are as a person and you're just making all these random promises willy-nilly, like, let's say I'm an artist and a producer, right? I make music. Music is the center of everything that I do, career-wise, hobby-wise. That's what I do. That's what I like. So I commit myself to promises that align with that type of person, right? And content too. I'm a content creator, so I create content that aligns with what I do as a person. If I were tomorrow to say, oh, I promise I'm gonna become the Fortnite champion, like what? Although I might like playing I never played. Well, I played Fortnite once. I was very bad at it. But although I may enjoy playing, you may enjoy playing Fortnite. That's fine. But that don't mean you go on promising all kinds of crazy things that align with Fortnite unless it really, really aligns with you, who you are as a person. It makes no sense otherwise. So I say all this to say self-confidence. How do you start it? How do you build it? Start by making promises that align with who you are as a person. That's the easiest and fastest way to build self-confidence as a person. Why is it important? Because future you will appreciate it, because it compounds in effectiveness. Once you make a promise, keep a promise, make a promise, keep a promise, make a promise, keep a promise, then all of a sudden you're just this reliable guy externally or gal, externally and internally. People in your circle trust and believe your word, and they'll take you for it, and that'll expand your reach on people who you can impact. And then internally, when you say something, you know you mean it. You walk around with a sense of confidence and an air of capacity that most people never get to. And no one is exactly perfect in confidence either. It's always like a balancing, because life is ups and downs, like it ebbs and flows and stuff like that. So you got to make sure that when you're considering confidence, you'll know you're on different levels at all times. So it's important to keep promises big and small that compound that confidence over time for the moments when it dips. So take this for what it is. Thank you for watching so far. If you have, I'm coming out with so much music. And so if you like stuff like this, I like making music with wholesome values that kind of talk about these concepts. So if you like it, subscribe, do all the things that people be telling you to do. Tap in with me on Instagram, TikTok, wherever this video might be. I don't know. I don't care. But I appreciate you guys. That's what I'm trying to say. So I will see you guys later, and have a good day. Peace.